Okay. I decided today I was gonna be lazy and not advertise, just because I don't know how well that's even going, and it takes too much time and whatever. Oh yeah. Um. So um. So I guess so. The idea here is now there's nobody watching right now as far as I can tell. Actually, let me do one thing here, and let's go ahead and open Rumble. So I'll do one little thing here. Um, your videos. Oh, not like videos. Videos. Your videos. Your videos. Live. Live. Well, I'll just do this. I wasn't going to, so go ahead and save that. Go ahead and do that. Okay. I just have my earphone in real quick right now. Um, okay, so now that's up. And let's go ahead and go to communities. Let's go ahead and post to the Redot community. Now, and find my link either on profile or um, in a previous post on here. Okay, I'm just doing one notifications. I'm just doing one advertisement, whatever, and I've done this many times, 200 something times. I've done it enough times where if people really wanted to log in here, check in here, they could just come in. And I've seen how far India was ahead, because I changed my please wait message into the actual time, so that way I can just go ahead and start. I can start a stream whenever I want, and then put um, uh, then somebody won't be just waiting. It's like when I put please wait, and so they're expecting something to happen shortly, and so I have to be kind of short. But this way, I can start streaming at any time beforehand, and just so when you read the message, you'll know what time it is that it'll start. But I'm just gonna stop giveaways. Um, Let's clear notifications. Um, this is for my watch later. Let's just do a blank and let's cut that out here. Cut that out. Okay. So, um, in the future, I hope to just kind of just jump into whatever I'm working on, rather than having to wait and pre-explaining and stuff. Just gonna get into stuff. So, right now I'm working on the save code. Now, all the stuff that I did for the save code, it didn't seem to work that much here. In fact, I still get the notifications here. In fact, I can leave that in here temporarily. Um, See, I set it to false, and then it automatically sets it to true, so I don't really even need to set that to anything. I don't need to do that because it doesn't seem to appear to make a difference. Of Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to the notifications all, and then okay. Um, just let's cut this off. I'm gonna see if this just works anyways, because it seems to work already. Um, notification. Okay, clear that. I'm gonna go ahead and reload save scene. Okay, that's all right. Save room data. Okay, so now it's working like it's supposed to. That room, that's interesting. Transform not enabled here. Returned. Oh, yeah, so the idea here is it would exit, and that means that nothing gets notified if it's not enabled. Okay, so here's the deal. Um, I need to know. That's very interesting. Let's mute that out here, and let's clear that, and let's do a yes. Okay. So that's the actual thing here. All right. So the question here is save scene, creating room, layout tool, entering tree, ready instance as loaded rooms false, clearing 24 rooms, clearing call has been deferred as load room set, running load all rooms, creating the rooms where they exist, and load all rooms. Okay, so with this, the way this is this is relying, this is ignoring notifications. Now notifications are being sent, but this is ignoring them until I actually enable the transform. The question is, how do I determine when everything is done? Maybe that's something I should ask an AI, because I don't know what the deal is here. Um, oh, hey Evan Rosman. Sorry if I don't pronounce it. Welcome, welcome. Here, 926. Okay, yeah, welcome to the deal. This is actually the day that I decided not to like post all over Discord. I just posted in Redot self promo, and that's it. And then I also did on the Redot community on X, but I didn't advertise anywhere else, not even really in IRC, um, because I right now I have 5 viewers right now, and That's all I really ever have. So if anybody actually wants to come in here and they know about me, they'll will be able to do it already without me having to. I repost it all the time, so it's essentially I'm kind of like spamming the discords and the and whatever. And even though people don't mind, they haven't really said much to me about it. I know that it's not it's not really doing that much good. Anyways, let's get to the thing that I'm trying to do. Okay, so maybe I'll just ask Brave Leo. Um, so I'll just say Godot. I'm actually using Redot, which is equivalent to Godot 4.3 because it's a fork off of that. So it's exactly equivalent to it. So Godot 4.3. Yeah, it's interesting that it has the searches up there, but these are just my previous searches. It's not really. I don't think it's like saved any. Um, uh, I've added the notification callback to my game object, a node to the derived object. Uh, and without enabling it, it's still getting notifications. However, I've gotten code to simply return if it's not explicitly set, which it isn't right now. I need to find a safe time to turn on the notifications um, to enable notifications as the function that loads all the objects up is deferred. So when can I enable them? And we'll see what. Oh, too long for Brave. Darn it. When I get it into a chat, Dilly, um, tell me notifications. Nope. Whoop. Notifications to go 4.3. More. Implements, which is called by the instance signal specific events. Canvas item needs to be drawn, triggering notification draw. These notifications are typically useful for verifying behavior in scripts. Ready for notification, ready. Okay, so I'm working a game that has these objects. Now, they're not set to enabled. However, they still get notifications in the editor. There are 2 scripts right now for reasons. I need to find the safest time to enable it. However, the function that creates the objects has been deferred. Okay, so we'll see what Brave Leo says here real quick. Dual scripts, this is your object creation is deferred. The safest time to enable it is after the node has entered the scene tree and completed. Enter tree already. Additionally, ensure that enabling logic does not trigger unwanted side effects. Editor by checking engine as editor hint. That's actually okay. That doesn't matter that much. Okay, so now the question is, not here, but layout tool. Do I have? I don't think I do. I do have already here. Um, editor selection. If engine is editor hint, if it's in the editor. Okay. So why don't I see about right here? I'm not sure if this is going to work, but uh, for room and get room children. That set. What is it? What is it? Notification enabled. Set notification. Let's see something here. Oh, I forget what it's called now. Set notified enabled. True. I'm not sure if that works, but let's go ahead and just reload the scene and see if it balks at me. Now, let's hit save room data. Here, let's close this. It might do all of them, which is no, it doesn't. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, now save room data. Nope, it still didn't do it. That's kind of strange. Okay, let's go back to the script. Let's go back to layout room. Let's go ahead. See that. Now I don't know. Now it's just doing weird stuff here. Transform changed. Okay, let's do something here. notifying. We'll say ID. What do you mean? Ha ha ha. Oh, all right. All right. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's see. Let's just do this, I guess. If data notifying data.id. There. That way, I can at least see notifying transform not enabled here, right? Return. See, this is the thing that gets me here. What's it doing here? Doggone ya. Reload save scene. It's like whenever I go up here. See, it's sending notifications to it, regardless of whether it's enabled or not enabled. See. See that? Okay, so this is the funny thing is, this is a weird thing. How come, let's do something else here. Listen here. Okay. Now, how come it's not enabled like whenever I do stuff, but when I move it, it's not sending it? Get that? Say room data. Because this here isn't ready. So it should be ready. Let's here. I'm gonna do the one thing here. Then we're gonna do an end ready here. End ready. That way I can see it at a glance. Anyways, see, this is the set. Oh, there's no room children at this point, is there? Okay, okay. Get room children. Okay, let's go to get room children. let's go, wait, let's go back to ready, and, all right, let's go to the bottom ready. Okay, we'll do it afterwards. It doesn't really matter here. I just want to know print end of ready. Okay, we'll just do it like that. Get this out. Reload, save scene. Okay, let's go, wait, let's go back, and let's go ahead and, um, let's do this. That's fine, so that way it doesn't keep triggering it. It's still sending it, but, I don't need to keep triggering it. So, reload, save scene. Remove room button, connection, end of load all rooms. See, end of ready. See, it's running load all rooms after. Okay, so that's kind of the problem. Okay, so the problem here is, um, is that deferring? Okay. If rooms, get room children, remove children. If not, has loaded rooms, print deferring load all rooms to next idle frame. Get tree call deferred. Okay. Um, call deferred load all rooms is being called in ready. But wait a second. I think I want it after. I want it later than little rooms. Why? Because it automatically registers all of the rooms there when I do that. I want it to not. I want it to do it after little rooms has executed. I don't want to do it. How do I say it? Um, but it's not being called until after ready. Which is what it's supposed to do. And I didn't even know why I had called deferred before. It had something to do with nothing being ready before the time, before everything is in there or whatever. Some weird thing that I had a problem with. So like if I called it directly without doing call deferred, uh, then we'd have some sort of weird like problems trying to access something. I do have the on selection change though. Let's see something here. Still boggles my mind here, but Referring load all rooms and the ready. Layout tool updated to layout tool. So in order to enable the notification flag, I have to do it after, but if I do it at the end of the load all rooms function, it still enables it too early. See, I'm using notification to determine when a room panel is moved. The node to the now I gotta try it. I gotta put this down at the end of load all rooms. If I go to load all rooms, where's it at? There. No rhyme or reason for these. I don't know if I should put them alphabetically or what, but okay. The end of load all room right here. Now if I do this, what's gonna happen is load save scene. Save room data. Ah, that's different. Let's see if moving it actually changed it. Okay. Moved it. Save room data. Okay. So now it's not working at all by the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Let's do this here. I defer the load all rooms function node to the in ready. So then in load all rooms, if I set notification to true enabled, it's still not registering as enabled. I'm stumped here. Alternatively, ensure the node is ready using await get tree process. Can I call this in the room function at the end after loaded? So, I meant, can I call await the end rooms? Um, that's not okay. Uh, I'll just do one of the things it said. So, func enable room. You know what? I'm gonna do it this ways. Enable room notifications. Um, okay, and then we're going to do this, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a call deferred here. Let's see if call deferred. Enable notifications. Okay, just gonna see if that works. If it works, then great. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, I guess. What error? What's the error about? Oh, what's mm, uh do I enable no, the notification callback in a node. I should um what's the function for that? What's the to enable that? I know that, but I only want, I don't want it running at the first, I want it running on a reload, which happens. So, uh, so I check, okay, let me show you the code. It's in my layout room class. Extended node 2D. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Right. V. What happens is it exits early because it's not technically enabled yet, even though the actual node does get the notification, which is why I'm having the problem in the first place. I want to disable it, or I want to wait until everything has been reloaded before it responds to the notification. By default, it's not enabled, so I can actually enable it with a function. I just don't remember the exact syntax. Set notify transform? Is that? Okay, let's see some here. Okay. That means if I do, let's just clear this. There's no errors here, that's just fine. It means it's saving every single room. Okay, that was it, but now I'm at my original problem, which was I'm using the notification to tell me when to set a modified flag so that the only that gets saved is that one node's data. But when you do a reload, it sends a notification to all of them. I'm trying to get it to not do that until I'm ready, which is only after I start moving the node with the mouse. To prevent unwanted notification transform change method during reload, disable transform notifications before loading, then re-enable them afterwards. The only problem with that is they don't exist until I load them. I'm loading them from JSON files. So I'm creating them new. So setting notify transform won't work because there are no rooms loaded at that point. Hey Joseph Gibson, I didn't notice you there, buddy. Working on okay, so I'm making an adventure game, and I'm doing it in phases. I don't know if you know the story, but the first phase is basically a choose your own adventure. Uh, so that each phase is like an iteration, which means I expand it. So I'll expand the story, I'll expand the capabilities until it's like fully interactive. Right now, I'm having trouble getting, and I'm using Redot, which is essentially Godot 4.3. It's a fork of Godot 4.3. I used to call that Godot, and everybody said Godot, and so now I call it Godot. And then when Redot came along, I started calling it Redot. So nobody has corrected me, so it's cool. So my problem here is, though, that I'm setting these notifications. Okay, so I don't know if you know anything about GDScript, but they have this notification function that whenever you set certain notifications, it will send the notification to your node, and so these are essentially layout room. I have a layout room class. Uh, I'm trying to figure out a way of explaining it in a short amount of time because it's kind of involved. Okay, so a room. Here, let's go back to the script. The room class is just a set of information. It's got an ID. It's got a label, which is a, like display name, and then it's got a description, so that when you run the game. Oh, this is messing up just because the the notified transform stuff. I don't know what's screwing up right now. It makes me wonder now. Layout tool. Let's I need to see something here. So now it's not even working at all, and it should be working. Oh, I know it's not working. Just a second. Room manager. Since I've renamed the main menu now is this. Okay, I forgot that I did that. It's like I hard coded the first room in. So okay, so this is the way the game works, right? So it's just basic. You have descriptions. It'll give you some choices here. Well, it's not going to give you choices here because I changed that. So the only choice you got right here is either 0 to quit or 1 to continue. But basically, it'll be set up as a choose your own adventure. And really, all I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get it to where, okay, so because the notifications are all turned on here, like almost whenever you do anything, it just gets the notifications all the time now. Not when I want it, not when I move something, which is what I was trying to get it to do. So when I do that, when I do room save, well, that's different. What the heck is going on now? Oh, is that because that's because I disabled the script, didn't I? Let's go back. Let's re-enable that. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear that. Let's go ahead and reload. Save scene. Okay. Now, when I hit save room data, see where down out here, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if you can see that here, but room data saved for saving metadata. Basically saving the position of these panels here. So the problem I'm having is I don't want it notifying every time I do something. I only want it notified when I move something, which is I don't get why. So any notification of transform, since rooms are created dynamically, don't exist during initial setup, you must disable transform notifications immediately after creating each node before setting any transform values. Uh, I guess. Okay, I'll try that. That actually makes some sense. Uh, let's go to the script, and we're gonna actually go into the thing here. Room dot set notified transform false. That okay. Now we'll see if it's still doing that. Scene reload save scene. And it just does it any time it wants to do it. If I save room data, it saves all the rooms, and I don't want it to do that. This is what I'm doing. It's just sending notifications when I move the mouse around the editor. Here's the code as it exists. Let's go ahead and let's go to script. Little rooms. Control C. And let's go back. Control V. Let's see if we can look at that. Let's see what's going on here. Not only from user interaction, but also from editor updates, even when is used during load. Notification can still trigger due to internal editor redraws or gizmo updates. To prevent false positives, add a flag to distinguish initialization from user interaction. During load is true. During load is true. Call deferred finish load. Enable room notifications. Enable room notifications, right? If during load, return. Optionally check if the change is from user input. Flag is only set when the user actually moves the node. Input is action just pressed UI move. Get last mouse speed. Last mouse speed. Actually, I should do it that way, is because it has been modified. Oh, input. Get last mouse speed at length. I can do the editor hint thing on that too. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's right. Action just what's UI move default UI. I could also do a button down check, correct? Since you have to click click on the node to move it around. Okay. Um, do I want to do all that during load stuff and all that? Let's see, let's see, let's see. See, do I have a here? Let's see, the whole is dragging thing. Layout room. It's not in the layout room though. The is dragging is not there. Layout tool input. Um, let me ask something. Let me see. Layout tool is a tool script, I believe. Yes, it is. Okay, so um, can I detect editor? Can I detect mouse input in the editor? Script. Input event. Because I already have the input function in there and have it doing some stuff when I actually run the scene. However, the tool is not ready yet, so I'm still building my game in the editor. So, if I click in the editor, it should respond. It is a tool script. Run in the editor and respond to mouse clicks will even more build as long as the set process input called or implied via input and the node is in the scene tree will receive input events. And pressed input event mouse button. All right, I'm going to put that to the test. I don't believe it, but I'm going to put it to the test anyway. So we are going to see, because I don't think it's true. I don't think that works. I mean, unless it's, I haven't set that thing like it said I should set. So event pressed. Print is dragging is true. Is dragging. We'll just do like that. Go back to layout room. Okay. So it'll still work like it does, and then I should only get the ones that I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna reload save scene. On selection change executed. Selection changed. Uh, that's not true. So that's not working. Is dragging will only work see is dragging only works in when I run it. Only prints when I run the scene, not when I'm in the editor. Mouse interaction in the editor, use notification transform change, which I did. Or editor state. Okay. Okay, so now I'm back with the old problem. Drive me nuts. I only have 20 minutes left today, and notifications are during scene updates. Correct solution is use a load state flag. Ensure it's reset after all nodes are fully created and added. Okay, so it's saying to do that again. I mean, I can try it. Finish load. Um, well, the room node would have to access parent to determine if during code is false or not. Using get parent. Yes. Okay, we'll try that. Thanks. Okay, so I don't need that. Uh, var during load equals true. And I don't need to do it, but I'll do it anyways. During load equals true. All deferred. Let's call this finish load. Finish load. I'm a little bit inconsistent with my function names. I normally like to use like Pascal case. You know, where each word is capitalized and no underlines. But for some of this stuff, like has to do with the Godot or Redot specifically, I'll tend to use this underscore snake case or whatever it's called. So I'm a little bit inconsistent, but it's okay because I'm the only one that has to look at it right now, really. Enable room notifications for room and get room children. Set notify transform true. Okay. Uh, call this finish load with that. And then here we're going to that during load equals false. Okay, now let's see if this works. I don't know if it'll work, but it could work. We're gonna have to put this back in, but I don't have to save it just yet. Now let's go back here. During load return. Here, let's just we'll leave it there. Be like get parent. Get parent during load return that. Okay, fine. Fill that out. Var parent equals self dot get parent. If parent if parent dot load print parent dot during load. I don't care. I just wanted to. It doesn't even need to return invalid access. Um, oh, I'm not sure what is not making it public or whatever. I can call has property. But I did declare it outside a function, so it should be publicly accessible. I'll get it. Finish load during load equals false. Bar during load equals true. Clear the var. Oh. Oh, that's right. I guess because I didn't export it, right? Okay. It'd be at export, at export. Yeah. Valid access to property. Scene. Reload save scene. As property. Where was the deal up here? I can't get. Well, how come I can't access the parent at all? Let's just as parent here. Let's put as parent. As parent. Okay, got it. I can't access anything on the parent. It seems it's there, but it doesn't allow me to access anything on it. Right, dot get as node. Non-exported variables are not accessible from other nodes during tool script execution, especially now. The variable must be declared with at export to be safely accessed. So that's what I did, at export. Then in the child, parent equals get parent. If parent and parent has method is loading, and parent I don't have an is loading function. I don't have this loading function. Yes, I know that. Parent equals has property during load. Oh, what am I thinking of? Okay. I figured it. I figured it out. The parent is a rooms node because I have other nodes. So I really need to add so it can't see the parent's parent. So I could probably do parent dot get parent, and that should work. Yes. Okay. Okay. And parent. And parent. Parent. Dot get parent. That. Now, if and look, this property during load parent exists. Okay, let's just do it. Let's do it differently. Print during load. We're gonna try that, and it's not saying false. Now it's doing it correctly. Okay, good. Still the same problem, though, isn't it? My time's up for right now. Doggone it. After all of that, I still have the original problem. Sets during load to false after loading all the rooms. And it still is giving me notifications to each of the nodes. So apparently, fire due to editor redraws or internal update even after notify transform true and during load equals false. Use delayed initialization flag call deferred to ensure all setup is truly complete. Enable Runa call deferred. I can keep calling deferred. I don't know what that's good that's going to do, but I can keep doing it. Func allow notifications during load equals false. Okay. All deferred notifications. Save scene. I must have spelled it wrong. Notifications. Notifications. Okay. Notifications. Like that. Reload save scene. Still doing it. Still doing it. No matter how many ferments I use. Mm-hmm. Your current check is correct and necessary. It isn't the intended workaround. I'm saying this doesn't seem to matter. It still notifies each of the room nodes. Once after, due to how the engine queues notifications. The custom flag, not engine dependent, to control when changes matter. In the parent, allow notifications is false. Function, enable room notifications. Notify transform, true, call deferred, allow notifications. Layout room. Apparently it's not doing that because that's what I have here. So let me go ahead and let me do this here. I'm gonna go ahead and paste it, and then I'm gonna quit here for a little while because I'm way over my time here. It's driving me nuts. Here's the code doing what we just said. Well, chalk it up to AI not being very good, or at least maybe this is the wrong AI to be doing it. But is transform and notification enabled, and you're during load flag. I just pasted that, but here it is again. So so my code is correct, meaning I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Except it's still letting, it's still sending every node notifications. I might be able to do something where I don't allow first run notification. For instance, a property in my room node would have something like our first notification equals true. On creation, and then when it gets to it, check if first notification equals first notification first notification equals false, return. So that way it won't allow the first one through. Okay, we'll try it. In fact, Dad's gonna be mad at me, but you know what? I'll probably still do a late. Oh, there we go. Var first. Wait, true. So it's always true when it's created. If first notification, then first notification was false, then return. So I'm hoping it means that when I reload the scene, I'm hoping it drops out. In other words, those first notifications won't be there. But the next time it does it, it does it. And that still didn't work. Why did that still not work? Why? Why is it getting down there? That didn't work either. I don't get it. There might be one thing though, and that is, um, let's see something here. Let's do it after this, so that way, right, it'll return if it's not enabled. Then if it's enabled, then it's going to check the parent. And if it's still during load, then it'll return. And then, oh, this won't do it either. What am I kidding myself? Reload, save scene. Oh, 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 oh. That seems to still work. And what happened? Okay, so I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna save room data. Nothing happens. Now, what if I move notification here? Ah, now, boom, score. Um. Okay, so have to have those other checks first. Actually, put it after enabled and then after grandparent that during load checks before the what check, and it's working exactly correct now. Thank you. It's always important to say thank you and be polite because you never know when AI in the future is going to go, hey, this guy always said thanks. So let's keep him alive. You're welcome. Glad you found working so finally. Okay, thanks for whoever stuck with me and was still watching here. I'll uh I'll be back in about an hour or so. It'll be about, I don't know, 2:20, 2:30 or something like that. We'll see. Um, and maybe I'll only have a 1 hour part two so I can end at the same time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Now that I got this working, thanks. Thank you for watching part one. I'll see you in an hour.